Hello viewers, today we are going to see instantaneous velocity and speed. Okay, actually we have covered average velocity, average speed, like that. So the drawback with that system is, as a whole we will get the velocity, the average velocity, but we don't know at particular instant of time what is the velocity. Say if a bike starts at 8 a.m. and covers 100 km within 1 hour, that is 9 p.m. he has reached. In between what happened we don't know, whether he has raised the speed, decreased the speed, or he has halted somewhere, we don't know. So with the instantaneous velocity we can find at the particular instant of time what's the velocity. So therefore this gives an insight what has happened within the duration at each and every point of time. That can be found very easily. Now we will define what is instantaneous velocity and speed. Okay, so the instantaneous velocity v is equal to limit del t tends to 0 del x by del t, and in the differential form it is represented as velocity is equal to dx by dt, where x is the distance. So rate of change of distance is dx by dt. So we can solve the one example problem, then we will come to know how to make use of this formula as well as this formula. Both are same and you will end up with the same answer. But the second method is very easy. For that you must know the basic differentiation. I will introduce the first formula in differentiation and I will solve and tell you how we are getting this answer. First we will go by the general method. General method is velocity is limit del t tends to 0 del x by del t. So we will see one problem. Okay, so this is example problem. X is the distance covered, which is equal to 0.08 t cube. Okay, where t is the time in seconds. Okay, now this question is, I want the velocity at 4 seconds. So if t can take any value, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like that, we can plot the graph. Okay, so this is t and this is x. We can plot that. For different values of t we can plot. But for this question I want the velocity at 4 seconds. Okay, so I have taken values around 4 seconds. Okay, first if you see t1, so I am taking 3 seconds. So you substitute this 3 here. 3 cube multiplied by 0.08 will give you x. So when t1 is 3, distance at x1 at t1, x at t1 is 2.16. Okay, now you go for t2. I am taking another point, another time, 5 seconds. 5 cube multiplied by 0.08, you will get the distance at the time t2, which is 10.0. Okay, now you have understood at t1 the distance is 2.16, at t2, which is 5.0 second, the distance is 10.0 meters. Now what is del t? t2 minus t1, 5 minus 3, which is 2 seconds is del t. Okay, right. Now what is del x? Del x is the difference in this two distances, that is we have 2.16 and we have 10.0. 10 minus 2.16 will give you 7.84. Now you know how to fill this first row. Okay, and finally del x by del t, that is the velocity but we are applying limit where del t tends to 0. We will see that. Here del t is 2, it is not very close to 0. So del x by del t, del x value is 7.84 divided by del t is 2. So 7.84 divided by 2 will give you 3.92. Okay, now we go for the next value, 3.5. We take 3.5 and 3.5 you substitute in this formula. 3.5 cube multiplied by 0.08 will give you 3.43. Similarly for 3.75 cube multiplied by 0.08 will give you 4.21875. 3.95 you will get 4.93039, and 3.995 you will get 5.100824. Similarly, you are observing at a time interval t2 5, 4.5, 4.25, 4.05, 4.005. See, if you see this value is decreasing and moving very close to 4. Here again, if you see this 3 slowly increasing and it reaches very close to 4. 3.995 is very close to 4, whereas 3 is somewhere outside. So the idea is we want velocity at 4 seconds. So we take this end as 3 and this end as 5 and we try to approach 4 seconds. Okay, so therefore 3.5 you are moving this direction and you are moving very close to 4. Another point 5 you are slowly decreasing and you are very close to 4. Now you see the last data, 3.995 is very close to 4. Similarly 4.005 is also very close to 4. So the corresponding value for 3.995, the distance covered is 5.100824. At the time 4.005, the corresponding distance covered is 5.139224. Okay, now we want was del t. Del t is what? T2 minus T1, that is 4.005 minus 3.995, which gives you 0.01. Now if you carefully watch, del t at this point is 2, whereas del t when we take measurement here, it is 0.01. Now which is very close to 0? Compared to 2, 0.01 is very close to 0. Okay, so therefore it is not ideally 0, but it is very close to 0. That's what we want. Velocity is equal to limit del t tends to 0. Okay, right. So the del t value we know. Similarly del x. Del x is 5.139224 x2 minus x1, which is 5.100824. My del x value is 0.0384. Now we want velocity. See, we found velocity here also, here also, here also, here also we got it, here also we got it. But by the definition, limit del t tends to 0. So this is very close to 0. If you want more accurate value, you can reduce this del t so that 0.001. That will give you more accurate value. Okay. Now if you see the velocity, del x by del t means velocity 3.84. Okay. So that's the velocity at t is equal to 4 seconds. That's the answer for this. So when at t is equal to 4 seconds, at t equal to 4 seconds, the velocity is what? Del x by del limit del t tends to 0, del x by del t, which is 3.84 meters per second. Now we will solve by, so this is a general procedure, but it takes more time. Okay, but we have a simple solution. If we know differentiation, we can solve the same problem easily by making use of the formula V velocity is equal to dx by dt, rate of change of distance. So for that, the formula we are going to use is So we have the formula, general formula, d by dx of x power n. Differentiating x power n with respect to x. So the general formula is n x power n minus 1. So this is the formula we are going to use. So differentiating x power n with respect to dx, the formula is n x power n minus 1. So how to solve our problem? So we have x is equal to 0.08 t cube. Now the independent variable is t, dependent variable is x. So now velocity is equal to dx by dt. So d by dt of x, what is x? 0.08 t cube. So that's what is written here. 0.08 is a constant, you are pulling outside the integration, it's a constant, you can pull it out. So balance you have t cube, that means applying this formula d by dt of t cube. So this is n value, so you will get n x power n minus 1 for this case, here it is t, therefore 3 t power 3 minus 1 which is 2, that is 3t, 3 minus 1 is 2, that's what I have written here. So 0.08 is taken outside. Now if you differentiate t cube, you will get 3t square by this formula, differentiation formula. Now this is the velocity equation. Now I want velocity at t equal to 4 seconds. At the 4th second, I want to know what's the velocity. Similarly, you can find out for 5th second, 6th and instant or 5.2 second, anything. So that's the advantage of instantaneous value, instantaneous velocity. So now at 4 mean t equal to 4, you substitute 4. 4 square is 16, 16 into 3. That value is multiplied by 0.08, you will get 3.84 meters per second. So we did by this method, using this formula, we got the same value. We use a differentiation method, then also we got the same answer. So you must be good in differentiation as well as integration. Then we have to instantaneous speed. The another topic is we have to find out the instantaneous speed. How to find instantaneous speed? Velocity, instantaneous velocity has direction. It can be plus or minus. It takes us some direction. Just if you take the magnitude of the instantaneous velocity, you will get instantaneous speed. So instantaneous speed is very, very easy. Just take the magnitude of instantaneous velocity, that will give you instantaneous speed. That's all about this topic. Hope you have understood how to calculate instantaneous velocity using this formula and using second one, and what is instantaneous speed. Thanks for watching. Nandri.